Hello everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the brain. The brain is the control center of the nervous system. It is further divided into major parts: the cerebrum, cerebellum, and the brainstem. Your brain is enclosed within the skull, which protects it from injury. A fluid cushions the brain and separates it from the skull so it will not rub against it. Although the brain only weighs 1.3 to 1.4 kg, it houses about 100 billion nerve cells and trillions of support cells called glia. Your brain is an amazing organ that performs different functions. It is responsible for higher thinking processes, including memory, judgment, and reason. It controls body movement and regulates body processes. Your emotions and feelings are also controlled by the brain. I'm going to be discussing the first part of the brain, which is cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. It is divided into two cerebral hemispheres, the left and right, which function for various intelligences. The artistic, aesthetic, creativity, musical, and visual spatial capabilities are all controlled by the right hemisphere. The left hemisphere is responsible for languages, analytical, and reasoning ability. Consequently, cerebrum carries out higher thought processes that allow you to learn, make judgment and decisions, solve problems, and recall. The hemisphere of the brain controls the opposite side of the body. For example, when your left foot receives a stimuli, the right hemisphere of the brain recognizes it and processes it. In the same way, left hemisphere of the brain controls the muscle when you raise your right hand to recite. I'm going to be discussing the second part of the brain, the cerebellum. It is located under the cerebrum, and it coordinates muscle movement. It helps maintain posture and balance. It receives sensory pulses from joints and includes to help your body move precisely and smoothly. For example, when you comb your hair, the cerebellum plans how you should position on your arm to comb your hair. I'm going to be discussing the third part of the brain, the brainstem. It is composed of three parts: the midbrain, pons, and medulla oblongata. The first part of the brainstem is midbrain. It controls reflex actions, responsible for eye movement, and changes the size of the pupil to regulate the amount of light penetrating the eye. The second part of the brainstem is pons. It has a reflex center for head movement, regulates breathing in response to visual and auditory stimuli, and passes signals between the brain and the spinal cord. Third part of the brainstem is medulla oblongata. It connects the brain to the spinal cord, houses control centers for involuntary and life-sustaining functions, such as blood pressure, breathing, swallowing, vomiting, hiccup, sneezing, and coughing. Thank you for listening to my report. Bye!